Hello, everybody, and welcome to Girl Let's Agree to Disagree. I am your host, Jessica Milagros. I'm with my boy, Busy Blue.
What's up?
What? We are here. I feel like we're here every single day. I have
We
not
are.
recapped this much in I don't know how long, probably ever in my life, but I'm so excited. How are you today, Busy?
I'm doing good. I'm moisturized, so you guys can see a little bit more of the moisturization going on over
Yes,
here.
you're
But I
glowing,
feel
boo. You
good.
are
I feel good.
glowing.
So are you. I'm loving your background. I feel like you move us.
Thanks.
So we're gonna know your whole house by the end of this series.
Yes, I need change of scenery every time. So I'm just like, this is the new
I love
scenery.
it. I love it.
Y'all, we are so excited today. Before we introduce our guest, if you haven't already, make sure you click like, subscribe, click to receive the notifications. People are coming in. Give us some love. Tell us you're
hmm
here. Tell us you're excited because we are so excited. 3 more days. No, 4 more days. Today's the
Yeah.
10th. Damn it. Still 4 more days. I said 4 days yesterday.
Yes. Can we get closer to your birthday at least? Okay.
4 more days.
Now it's 4 more days.
4 more days till my birthday, and I'll be celebrating in Vegas. Woo! Vegas.
We're gonna be
And
popping bottles.
yes, popping bottles with some BB alum too. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, if you don't, as a birthday present to me, click like, subscribe, smash the notification bell. We have Alyssa right now. In the next hour, we're going to have Claire. A little bit later on in the week, we're going to have DX. There's going to be so many people, but if you want to know when and where, just make sure you smash the notification bell. Also, Super Chat is a great way to help support the channel and also for us to see your questions. If you have any questions for Alyssa, make sure you're putting them in the comments so that we see them. But without further
Wait,
ado,
donate to your
oh, yes.
uh
And also donate to my Hearts of Reality campaign, fundraising for Hearts of Reality, that we will be there in December for Kids Give the World. The link is in the description box. So please, if you wanted to give me a birthday present, donate to the kids. Okay. That would make me so very happy. And thanks, Busy, for reminding me.
no
Okay. And
problem.
now, without further ado, we have not only is she absolutely stunning, gorgeous, I'm so excited to have her here. She is a fellow Boricua, Latina sister. She is actually, I didn't know if anybody knew this as well. She's also seventh. She was also seventh place, which was actually my place in the jury house as well. So that's a little tidbit
Oh,
for you. So we both kind of went out on double evictions, and we that this. So I'm already feeling more like connected to her in so many more ways than one. Let's bring her in. Let's get Alyssa. Girl,
yay!
you are looking stunning.
She
I got
looks
my
so
hair
Welcome.
done
good.
yesterday, so I look a little different, but
I was
I
gonna
love
say, I was
it.
like, what you do to your you
I
did your
got
hair?
I got it like blonder. I have to get
Yes.
used to
Yes.
it, but
Oh my gosh, you are looking fabulous. I love it. I love it. I was thinking about doing my hair
really,
before my birthday too. So I was just like, should I go blonder? I don't know. I've
yeah,
had this
you
hair for
can
such a long
I
time.
think you should. I would love to see
Have
it.
you? I've been blonde
Yeah.
before. I've been like head to toe blonde, like
really.
serious. Yeah. I don't know if I
I
liked
had it
it.
blonder before the show, but then I wasn't allowed to get it dyed before because I had to be the Puerto Rican in the show.
You had to
Okay.
do the representation. They
Yes,
already had a few blondes, so you couldn't,
yes.
come in, being blonde. I totally get it. So you're getting so much love right now
Well,
on the chats. How are
Yeah, the
you
girls are coming
feeling?
in.
You've what, it's been a little over a week since you've
yes.
been out.
I got back into Sarasota, Florida on Saturday, so
Okay, so it's been
about
it's
a week.
been a week. It's been a
Yes.
week. How are you adjusting?
I think it's taking me a little bit longer than the other house guests to adjust. It's definitely weird because 95 days in there, you think that's your home. A lot of people don't understand that, and then when you come home, you don't really feel like you're home. So it's adjusting, but I have so many friends here too that are helping me and keeping up to date with me and everything. So, and I have all my house guests I can talk to about it that understand
Oh,
as well. So
Yeah,
it's all very good.
That's very important. And I will just let you know, just so that if you feel that there has to be a certain time frame that you need to be over it. I know people, including myself, it's been 2 years and I'm still not
Yes.
100% adjusted. I
Mhm.
don't think sometimes you never will be. I don't know. I spoke to James Ryan when I first got out of the house, and he told my husband, he's like, just want to let you know that she's never gonna stop talking about this. So just,
I know.
get used to that. It's gonna be
It's like,
forever.
it's like the
I
only
was like,
thing
yeah,
I
right.
want to talk about.
I was like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm loving your top 2. You look like you're kind of giving me like bunny, like house, like very negligee type vibes.
Okay.
No, does it look like it's like
Five
Yeah, I like it.
house. All my shirts I did not bring. I brought like 5 shirts. I did not pack right. I had the smallest suitcase, so I
I
could hardly wear
mean,
my clothes.
Were you just so
it's
excited, or what? Like, why did you pack so haphazardly?
I really don't know. I just thought like I would be able to wear other. That's why I wear big D shirts all the time because
Yeah.
they took a lot of my shirts too because of like logos and stuff. So
Mm.
I just didn't pack very smart. I don't know.
yeah. Also, I think some people are just like, hey, you're adjusting better than they are. They're still stuck in a house together. So, I think you're the
That
only
is
one who
true.
fled home. You,
Oh,
Brittany,
I know.
you, Brittany, Claire, all of you all left, and they're still like, no, we're
I'm
not
just
ready.
Party and Kelly.
FOMO. I just FaceTimed Hannah yesterday and I was like, man, I'm getting such bad FOMO. But I
Yeah.
am planning a trip for everyone to come down here for Halloween. So I'm
Oh, that's exciting. Yes, especially in Florida. Florida Halloween is so, you said Sarasota. Oh my God.
Sarasota.
Well, actually, okay. Oh, you're not even that far from my uncle. My uncle lives in Port Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
So that's,
That's not far at
okay.
all. I think that's like
Not
maybe,
far at all. That's like maybe even like 25, 30 minutes
yeah.
away. So my favorite thing to do in Florida during Halloween is horror nights, like
Yeah.
in Busch Gardens, because the Busch Gardens, like you can drink.
Horror nights.
And
Okay.
yes,
I was like, wait,
horror.
what?
Okay, horror nights.
Or
Yes, horror. Yeah, yeah.
Horror nights as well.
Yeah.
Horror nights as well, because you dress up.
yeah, we do
And
those too. So it's
it,
okay. We can do both.
it is one or the other.
Yes.
It's fine. But it was like that was the first time that I went, and I was going to all of the haunted houses you could wish for without paying extra, and then drinking yards of beer while you're going to
Yes.
every haunted house. And I was like, win-win. Hello. This is amazing. So they're gonna have fun. I'm jealous.
I'm
Yeah,
excited.
FOMO for sure.
So I miss them all so much. I'm so excited.
I can just imagine. You had a very loved cast. So
Yeah.
congratulations on making it to jury.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit. I know that people are asking. They're gonna be well, we have questions already, but let's start with the easy ones.
Okay.
Coming into the house, tell me what is your relationship with Big Brother in general? What did you know? And coming in, how did anything change your did anything change your perception?
I mean, watching the show, I've been watching the show since I was 9 years old. So it was
Wow.
our family thing. We would do every live eviction. I was able to stay up late. That like it was our thing since I was 9 years old. And this was actually my 4th time applying. So I am a huge
Wow.
Big Brother fan. I never watched the live feeds though. I didn't really realize how big the live feeds are, but I
Yeah.
always watched the show. So I've been watching it for so long, and ever since I turned 21, I've applied. Going in, it felt crazy to be there. Like I didn't feel like I really was there at first. I know they showed on the live feeds the first hour I was there, I got a little overwhelmed with my anxiety, sadly, but
I did. I felt so
Yes,
bad
yeah.
for you. I was like, what happened? What happened? I was like, they're giving you garbage cans to throw up in. I was like, what happened to her?
There's a scientific doctor term where basically if I get my anxiety, I get a nervous stomach. So I get very nauseous. And then once I stopped thinking about it, but everyone was
I
so
like that.
understanding. Everyone was so understanding, which made it much better. And people actually, the house guests were saying I was actually helping them because they felt super overwhelmed and they would come in and sit in the bathroom with me and be able to relax as well. So I kind of,
Oh, you were throwing up for them. They're like, do it one more time.
God, yeah. I threw up for the house. I helped them out.
Yes.
But it definitely I don't know. I didn't really know what to expect. I wanted to have an open mind because I didn't want to have like a set plan and just stick with it. And especially being nominated week 1, I had to completely change it. So
That was rough. Okay, let's go into that. So now you're coming in, you find out, right? You think you're gonna play. What was your game? What was your game plan? Like before coming in, what was your strategy?
well, I really wanted the first HOH because I felt like that's how you can get in with the big alliances and make connections with everyone. Sadly, that didn't happen, but I still wanted to be able to strategize and create alliances and everything. But then once I realized I was nominated, I had to completely change that and just fly under the radar because people were already targeting me and Christian as a duo. So we ended up just working together anyways because people were assuming that anyways. And I had to really lay low because no one wants to work with the person that's nominated week 1. No one wants that. So I really lay low and just stick with my team. And then once Christian left, I didn't want to be nominated right after him. So I also had to lay low. So I really wanted to play the game much bigger and more strategic when I first came in. But once I was targeted so early, I had to just play the lay low and do more rather than a strategic and gameplay.
Yeah, it throws you for a loop. I mean, I'm there with you, girl. Like I got, not evicted. I got banished the first 3 hours and had to fight myself back into the house. But I understand the feeling of, like it kind of makes you somewhat of a social pariah. Like people, it's like, oh, do I talk to this person because that might make me a target, and then you feel like you don't have any any say in asking questions because it's like, who are you? You're on the block. Like you might be going home.
Yeah. I gotta just like have fun, make people laugh, not get paranoid because Frenchie was already as it is. So I had to really just lay low. And then once I really started strategizing and playing the game, it was too late anyways. But definitely getting nominated week 1 completely changed what I was wanting to do going into the show.
Yeah. And then you also so at that point, because you did get nominated by Frenchie, even though he looked at you straight in the face, said that you had nothing to worry about. 3 times. I didn't see 3 times. He did it 3 times.
He did it when I was speaking. He did it in the HOH room twice, actually.
Yeah. And then but then, you still went and you were invited into his alliance. How much of that did you feel was like real?
I could care less. I just wanted to not go home week 1. So when I saw the HOH wanting to make alliance with me, sure thing. Just keep me here. Whatever, slaughterhouse, ride or die. Like, okay, like I just stuck with it. Did I think I was gonna last with these people? Absolutely not, especially because Frenchie was in it. So
yeah, I was excited to kind of see you, not to lie. I was excited to see how you would react because I think in your bios you said that you had a bad like game face, like you wear your emotions and things on your face, which I feel you on that because everybody was able to tell me as well. But it and then you also said you kind of tell it how it is. And even when you left, you were just like, I can't wait to tell these people all this fake shit, like you were just like, this shit is fake. Okay, so now you're out. How do you feel about that? Like the fake, what's fake, what's real in your eyes?
I love everyone in the house. Everyone is so close. They are not fake. It's the aspect of I'm actually not a hugger. You can ask all my friends. They thought it was crazy how much I would hug in that house. So like after nominations, I would just walk away and I'm like, oh, damn it, I gotta hug these people. Like, oh, sorry, I forgot, I gotta hug. And then like, or situations with like, all right, one-on-ones, like walking up and like talking with someone when you're going on the block. And it's just like, it's that aspect of it, of where if I know I'm going on the block, it's not that I don't care, but I don't care to suck up to someone.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna put me up. It's a game. I don't take anything personally. So like, I'm not going to suck up to people to not get on the block. I'll tell them strategically why I shouldn't and why I can benefit their game, but I'm not going to kiss ass doing it at the same time is basically what I was saying.
Yeah, I understand that aspect. I wanted you to kind of clear it up for those because it's kind of people watch these feeds, they watch this I don't think you were necessarily the biggest talker either to the feeds, and
like to the cameras.
Yeah.
I was I don't know if we're allowed to talk about production, but
Wait, let's see if they talk. No, talking about production. No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will just say hypothetically, I may have been told that the viewers don't like that.
Yeah. Okay. So, just letting you know, we had Sarah Beth on the show yesterday, and she had no problem saying it. So this is like you're not telling us anything different.
Okay,
I mean, I was on the show as well, so I could probably attest to that. But I'm also not under contract anymore, so we just won't say that you didn't say it.
yeah,
We'll just say you didn't say it, but we are very aware.
That's what I thought going in. But
Yeah.
also, I was too paranoid to be talking and then someone be hearing like a Frenchie behind the door. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that and that makes sense. When you come out, it's kind of one of those things where you're like, damn it, I wish I would have said something so that people would have understood where I was coming from with this, because it's so easily misunderstood. Everything is misunderstood because you could be saying something to somebody and you're saying it and you're actually lying, but nobody knows you're lying. No, everybody's like, oh my gosh, now she's with this person, and now she's aligned to this person, and it's like, no, that's kind of the way the game works, right? But in your perception in the house, who were your main people? Like, who were the ones? I mean, obviously it was Christian. We know that it was X. Those were kind of like your two. But aside from them two, who were the ones that you said, I'm not even looking at you, I would love to work in an alliance with you? Who were those people?
I wanted to really work with Sarah Beth as well, but then the week when her and Christian were on the block, we kind of got distant because I didn't ever want her thinking I didn't want her in the house, but it was clear that I wanted Christian to stay. So that kind of tore a little bridge between us. I really wanted to work with Big D and Azza because, I took Big D off the block. I wanted to be able to show that like I can prove loyalty, because in the house, so many times I tried to prove loyalty to people, but no one trusted me. And I don't know if it was the week that Christian left that people stopped trusting me because I hit a showmance, but no matter what I was doing, no one really trusted me until I realized, obviously, with the cookout. But definitely Big D and Azza, I was wanting to have their back 100%. If I was ever HOH, I wasn't going to put them up.
That's good. Busy, did you have a question? You look like you're...
It was hard. I'm still trying to read her like I was in the house. Alyssa, I'm sorry, girl. I was like, where does she stand? What is she doing?
Is that I didn't stand with anyone. I realized after leaving the show, the only person I had left week 5. I thought I had X, but I was clearly like a pawn. You know what I mean? In the game.
Yeah.
So laying low, I really couldn't. No one trusted me. And then I realized with the cookout, everything I would try to talk game with people, it got back to that person. And then people thought I was lying and people didn't trust me. So then I was like, okay, my best game move right now is just to zip my lip and have a social game with everyone. So I tried to I don't know if they showed this on live feeds, but so many times I had Azza's back talking to SB about it. I wanted to work with SB, but she was close with Kai and I really didn't trust Kai. And I realized no matter what I do, no one is trusting me. And I just felt like I need to just lay low and be able to, maybe people won't target me because they'll think that I'm on an island.
Okay, I can feel that. I will say, is there some type of spell or something that you brought into the house with you? Because you were always picked for the veto. And the people want to understand, and the people want to know, what did you bring in with you that made you so lucky?
I have no idea, but I loved every second of it. I did tell Hannah the day that Hannah got picked for the one veto she won, I told her what I do is I like picture my name on the chip as they're picking the chips. And then I told her that when I got up, and then she got picked.
Ooh,
okay.
Alyssa's a little bruja. That's what they call them in Spanish. She's got that. Yeah, she's got that ancestral, like witchcraft stuff from her ancestors. Yeah.
Yes.
We got
I don't know. I just kept getting picked. I would close my eyes and picture my name on the chip, and I would spell out my name, and I would picture myself writing my name. I don't know. Sounds really weird, but it worked. And then I told Hannah, and then when I was standing up there, I told Hannah to do it, and then she got picked.
Yeah. See, that's a manifestation right there. I believe it too. I think like on my season, people would be they thought I was like they thought I was a lucky charm. So they would touch me right before going to out to the HOH, like to play the HOH comp.
Wow.
Everybody wanted to be the last person to hug me.
Really?
And because everybody who touched me, the very last person would win the HOH.
That's actually kind of cool.
And I
Hug
got mad
yourself.
because I was like, I don't want nobody touching me. This is my HOH.
At that point.
But crazy enough, like on my HOH, I didn't hug anybody.
Oh.
I know. It's some weird shit.
That is
Anyway,
weird.
I'm going to have to cut this out because, you know, Salem witch trials happened and stuff. So we can... No, but seriously. Oh no, I love that for you. Let's talk about okay, so let's talk about your exit out of the house. And I'm always very curious as to see how nobody put 2 and 2 together with the cookout, right? So it's just kind of like you actually would always point it out, but not point it out, which was like, wait, okay, so Alyssa knows, but wait, is Alyssa saying this?
No.
Tell us your mindset, girl.
Tell us what you thought was kind of happening.
Here's the thing, and I can laugh about it at this point, honestly, because it's pretty fucking funny. But the thing is, call me naive, but I saw everyone the same way. I didn't see it as white people are getting out. I didn't see it as I saw a threat is going out. I would never assume something like that either, that they're all working together. Plus, they hit it so well. They did not meet up until day 50 something. I was actually sleeping when they met up. They always bickered. They always fought. And
So you were asleep? I thought you were up. Girl,
No,
and then I thought that you were about to run and tell the house.
So mad. I was asleep. I'm so mad. I heard about that. I was dead asleep.
She was dead asleep, and they woke up Xavier. Yeah.
Yes, and I was like, "Oh my God, Alyssa's right there."
When they met up.
Yeah. Or no, we're not talking about they met up.
No, they were talking about it, and Alyssa was like in the bed. Yes.
No, I was asleep.
Oh my God, I thought
you were dead
to run and talk about it. I was like, "Oh my God, Alyssa's right there. She knows now."
I know.
But she was. You were. Are you considered a really heavy sleeper?
No, that's
so this was just meant to be.
No, I don't remember any of that. I was dead and the lights are on. Like I can't fall asleep with the lights on. I don't know.
The lights were on. Like she was right there. That was like a light nap, and I was like, "Oh my God, they're about to start telling people." And so the Twitter thought so as well.
I know. I saw that. I'm so mad at myself. I should have woke up.
Yeah, it was the how many times they talked about it in front of you without you actually knowing. I was just kind of like, whoa, this is impressive.
I'm so mad about that. Honestly, like once it dwindled down to me and Claire, I started kind of realizing it, and I would make the jokes to see what they would say. But again, that's not something I ever want to assume until there's like with Tiffany's legendary concept of the duos made it so easily hidden, because if Tiffany's working with Kai and she's putting up SB and Kai, it just doesn't seem that way because everyone's targeting SB and Kai. So the way with the duos, it was brilliant. What Tiffany did helped a lot, as well as them always bickering. They just didn't get along that you would think. And with alliances, a lot of people say you want to be able to, enjoy your time with these people so you can trust them as well. And because they had a bigger mission involved is what made it work so beautifully for them. So again, I just was never someone that was going to assume that was going on, and they got me.
Yeah, at least they didn't just get you. They got
a lot of people.
They got a lot of you. So I guess it would make sense to not.
About it. I saw that. Oh, wow.
When you found out, how did you feel? Were you upset? Did you feel betrayed?
No, I'm not. No, it's a game, and that's why I hope like people going on the show, before the show, it's all a game. I never wanted to be a bitter juror, and it was a brilliant gameplay because one, never saw it coming. Two, how it was orchestrated so perfectly from day one when they made it. I mean, how can you be upset about that? As a Big Brother super fan, I think it was brilliant. So.
Yeah, I mean that. Yes, definitely.
Yes.
It's now known as, one of the best, if not the best, alliance of Big Brother history in Big Brother history.
I think they've never had that because they did it day one.
Yeah, and it's the first. I mean, it's historic in so many ways, right? Because it's like the first final six, not just because they're the first Black final six, but they're the first alliance to ever make final six in general in any alliance. So I think that that's amazing. What have you watched? What do you know coming out of the house?
So I did watch week 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
So far, I have watched those. Those are actually pretty entertaining. I've only seen bits and parts since on like on Twitter and Instagram. So I kind of have an idea of it, but I don't know if I want to watch myself on there. I saw that clip of me making the joke to Big D and Azza how Claire's the last white person in the house, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna watch this.
We're like, I think it was, I now the way it was said though, and then I was just like, yeah, that's probably something. It was so funny the way you said it, but it was also, I think, insanely funny the way you said, wait, I'm half white, so am I next?
Yeah.
And that one.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I was like, I feel Hispanic on my paperwork, so
Yeah.
You're like, last time I checked, I was Latina, but
Girl, you so crazy.
that's Spanish, so what side you picking? I don't know.
So did you? So at that point, you didn't look and say like, okay, I'm like outnumbered. Not in the everyone's Black and I'm brown. It's more like the I only have X. And
no, yeah, I definitely knew like I only had X. I knew if I didn't win HOH, it was gonna be me and X on the block. I thought maybe because I didn't see them all working together, I thought maybe I could explain that me leaving doesn't make sense, but X leaving makes sense. But once I realized they were all working together, I know I had no hope anyways during the live eviction. I kind of put it together after X's veto speech. And then I was just like, why am I even? I didn't want to like roll over and die. I wanted to explain, like, listen, I have no votes in jury. You might as well keep me. There's no.
That was. I wanted. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I want to say that this was so brilliant of you. Like, I think that the way that you tried to campaign, not knowing, what exactly was going on, but still trying and it making sense, because you didn't have anybody in jury, and it would make sense for people to want to keep you because you didn't have these established relationships like everybody else. Why would you want to keep X if Claire single-handedly said that he was going to win if you kept them to the end? Why would you have someone like Hannah or Tiffany who had like pretty much, or Azza who had all of those jury votes with DX and Brittany and everybody else. So I like applaud you.
Thank you. I tried my best.
So you really believed Chada during the double E? Would you say that when she was telling you like, oh no, it's not you, it's gonna be X, it's all X, we believe that it's X, he needs to go, did you believe all of that?
Yes. I'm not gonna even lie. I'm not gonna even lie. I really, because of Claire's speech, she explained Claire's right, and I'm like, did I believe it fully? A good amount of it, for sure.
It would make sense in any world. It would make sense.
Any other season, I think it would make sense. And what's hard is people aren't realizing the 6 were not only playing to win, but they were playing for the 6 to get to the 6. Me leaving helps them get to the 6. Me leaving doesn't help them win the game. So I think if there was any other season where people were only gunning for one mission and not a bigger mission that they were gunning for, my strategy and my telling everyone why you should keep me would make sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So in my head, again, I'm not going to assume these people are working together just based off race. I'm never going to assume that. And going in, I'm playing Big Brother for myself. So I always thought, okay, maybe if I give them this pitch, they'll understand. But again, since they had a different mission, it just wasn't going through no matter what. But I'm glad that I still tried as hard as I could instead of just rolling over and dying. I never would want to do that. And then once I realized I was leaving, I respected it. So.
Oh my God, I love your personality now. I wasn't the biggest fan of yours in the house, but I love your personality now. Like, oh my God, I wish I would have gotten so much more of this. You seem like so awesome, so amazing. I'm gonna ask you a question.
You like me?
Well, no, it's
Alyssa,
because I couldn't get a feel for you. It's only because I couldn't
Busy,
get a feel for you.
don't feel offended. Busy doesn't like a lot of people.
That's true. That's true. It's
I think
hard to impress.
maybe interactions. You know what? It's not like we'll say this. I think that if you don't have people that like you, it's not because you're not liked. It's just that you have a very well-liked season and there's people that they like more. And these stands here are just so crazy, like so wild that
fans are crazy.
Yeah. That if you have one argument, and you could be best friends with that person now, but if you have one argument in the house with that person, they are dragging you to hell and back, because of that. So I think that
it was hard to read her.
Yeah,
like
Brightstar
said, you were really hard to read, Alyssa.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? What did you think of me? Oh no,
you didn't. Because you didn't talk to the feeds, and then you laid low. So it's like, oh, where is she? What side is she on?
Yeah.
How is she? What is she thinking right now?
Not to any fault your own. Girl,
did she believe this? Did she not believe it? And it was like, oh, because you were so funny when they would show your confessionals, and then it was like, oh wait, but she's not saying that. Is it how she really feels? So it was hard to figure out.
And then all of a sudden, the other person would find out what I said, and I'm just like, why am I even trusting these people if they're just going to tell everyone else? So at that point, it was like I knew I was alone, and I thought, obviously I thought I had X, so I was telling X a lot of the things, but it was just like I realized that not only do I have to lay low, but I literally only have myself. And then by the time I tried talking more game, it was just too late anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, I love your personality. I see why she was casted.
If it helps any, Alyssa, Busy didn't like me either in the beginning.
She sure did not, and now we're besties.
He had the same as.
I didn't know if I was gonna like Busy either.
Sometimes I don't like Busy either, but
it's
a come and go.
When I saw he was on here, I wasn't sure.
She got on and she's like, I'm gonna get out right now. I'll get it.
Alyssa, can you tell us, did you get the name of the magic hand? We all want to know who escorted you off of the stage.
Oh my
God.
We lost you. We thought we lost you. You looked like you were going toward the light like a moth to a flame. Like, I met my creator. I'm going off.
I got on Twitter last night and I saw that shit. Oh my God, I was crying, laughing. I go, why am I just now seeing this? It looked. I didn't know who the guy was. He just had a walk to leave. I was irrelevant at that point. They were like,
did he? The question is, Alyssa, did he have a face?
Yes, he had a
face. It wasn't like some masked man, like V for Vendetta type of thing.
Oh, so it was a man because I thought it was a woman.
Rope in the other, and he was just kidnapping me to jury. Oh my God, I saw that and I lost it. I thought that was the funniest thing, how he grabbed me in Julie's face. Oh my God.
People said we thought we lost you. We did. It was like, it seemed like the longest arm ever, and it was completely black with a glove. It was creepy as shit. We're just like, where is she going?
And you can understand this during a double eviction, especially with mine, where I'm like, me and Azza joked about this after the show, where I'm like, Azza, it doesn't make sense for me to leave. I'm next to Kylan. You want Kylan out, and Azza's just. And I'm like, Azza, why are you listening? I'm like, I thought that everyone was drunk. I'm like, guys, why is no one listening to me? Kai's gonna win this game, I'm not putting two and two together. So I wish a double on no one. I wish that no one gets evicted on a double. It is the most stressful, overwhelming, weirdest thing because even Clara kind of knew she was leaving, and DX and Christian, everyone, they had a week to plan it out, have a speech prepared, mentally be ready to know you're going on a stage next to Julie. But me, I'm thinking when Hannah wins, I'm good.
I looked at you and you were like, wait, so was this not real? Like you were just kind of like, was this all fake? Was this like I was like, oh my God, bendito, my poor girl, she's just like really
bad.
I
hope me on the show brought some comedy to it because I'm laughing at myself because I was so excited Hannah won. And then it was just boom. And I was just like, okay, I might be leaving. I don't know where my stuff is. Like, all right, you guys, you got my stuff. So then when you go on stage and then you have this guy with a glove, like,
Exactly. You're just like, where the hell is he taking me? What the hell?
Did he put headphones on you or something? Because it seemed like she talked immediately after you left.
No, but I was so, you don't see real people for 5 days. So you see this guy grabbing, you're just going with it. So like, you're smiling, like not knowing what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wish that on nobody though.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit, were you, I mean, I know we had this exit interview, and for those of you who haven't watched it, you can go back to our channel and watch the exit interview with Alyssa. But we did also ask her this, but were you at that moment, you know, sad that Hannah was the one that took you out? Did you understand, or were you just like, this was just all BS? She didn't mean anything. She didn't mean it.
I don't take any of it personal, but I was like, damn, like, because I really would have taken Hannah to the final two. I really wanted to, since day one, I wanted to work with Hannah, but because she was
over X.
If I would have taken X, I would have been signing his check.
Yeah, basically. I mean,
I know I didn't realize that I was the last one, you know, that wasn't black in the house, but I knew I was not going to write a check for X. Come on now. So I knew, I at least knew that, guys. I know I was the different this season, but I did know I was not going to have X win the game. Even week 1, me and Hannah really bonded, but because she was close with DX and I was close with Christian, they weren't really else. So it was so hard for all 4 of us to work together. We tried it at one point and obviously it didn't work out, but I really would have taken Hannah to the final 2 because I felt like a lot of people underestimated her in the house. And I really hated that because I always knew Hannah was really, really smart when I first met her. So I felt that if I didn't win, I would have loved her to win.
Yeah, I feel like you had a really good read on people. I think that you, even though obviously, and nobody knew about the cookout, but aside from you knowing that Hannah was a smart cookie, I'm very surprised at, and what people don't understand about this season is that first week impressions are just, they're a little hard to shake off sometimes because it's very interesting for you to say that Christian and DX were the 2 that brought that wedge in between what could have been between you 4. And typically with men, they think, oh, they get over it. Next week, they're besties. You know, they're just like, okay, bro, we're good.
They didn't like each other. They just didn't bond as well as me and Hannah did.
Yeah.
You know, he bonded with Kyland and Travis and them more, and Christian bonded more with like X. So it just wouldn't have worked. But I would have loved to have me, Hannah, and X in the final 3.
You do know that was Frenchie's. A lot of people here say, but that was Frenchie. That was all Frenchie's doing.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, because
that's a first week impression. So
exactly. You can't, sometimes you just can't shake that off. What was it that prevented you from doing anything with the women? Because it seemed like the women were, you know, I know that you knew the women were starting kind of alliances. The one that you knew about was a fake one that did not exist. But what kind of prevented you from like maybe teaming up with the women and gravitating more toward the men?
Well, exactly like how you said with week 1 impressions. I found out about this all-girl alliance and I was not a part of it. And I was told that a lot of people were saying I had the guys wrapped around my finger. We got to get Alyssa out because she can control the guys, like all these things. So I felt like the girls didn't want to work with me at first, especially with this fake Frenchie's kisses. And I wasn't a part of. At first, I was told that they was in it and I wasn't in it. So then I got an opportunity to be in the slaughterhouse with the HOH. So it wasn't that I didn't want to work with the females. It was that a alliance was presented to me with the HOH who's in power. So of course I'm going to say yes to that, especially when I'm on the block.
Absolutely. It makes all the sense.
I didn't want to work with them. It was that I had this alliance presented to me on a plate that could keep me in the house. And this is my dream. I do not want to be leaving week 1. And then I'm told that there's a girls alliance I'm not a part of. So obviously I would take that route.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't I definitely don't blame you on that one. You want to go to where the power is.
Sure. Slaughterhouse. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna get into, okay, we only have like a little bit because you know, we also have Claire. If not, we probably run this over. We're already 40 minutes in, which I'm like,
really would.
this flew by so fast.
Yes, it did, actually.
Right?
It's so
like,
fun.
How did we get to 40 minutes already?
Yeah.
All right.
Right. Now he likes you, girl. Now he's gonna message you. He's gonna text you. He's a stan. He won't be able to.
Go delete all those hate tweets. You probably.
Oh man, let me go to my phone.
Clean out your tweets before she starts looking and she finds them. No, more respectful than that. But let's talk about like some of the things that I feel a lot of people are asking here. Okay, so one of them was how much did you know that like X was just like really digging you? Because I know you say you're like, we're friends. I mean, I believe that. But I'm just saying, you said we're friends. Like, no, there's nothing going on except that we're friends. But you friend zoned him. It probably wasn't the other way around. I'm not sure. I can't speak for X, but it looked like different.
I don't want to speak for X either. I just know that week 1 and 2, there was like a little bit. He basically said that in the house, I was his type. So he definitely let me know that. But then once me and Christian were kind of hanging out, I didn't really, I think he just respected that. But I didn't realize that people thought that he liked me until my press questions when I was evicted. And they had questions about X. I did not know that he was feeling that way about me. And I don't know if he does or is just perceived that way. But X is like my absolute best friend. I hung out with him majority of the time. So I could see how that's perceived. But I don't know if that's actually how he feels. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's really hard to kind of see it that way because it's right. Yeah, because he did say, well, the edits make it different because did you see his diary room sessions, the ones where his first impressions of you and
week 1? Yeah, I saw that. Like him, I sent that to him and we were laughing about it. You know,
yeah.
I mean, they didn't show my DR, and my DR, my first impressions, I said, Brent is not my type. Christian is a nice guy, and X is very handsome. So I even said that in my DR. They just didn't show it. So
yeah, but obviously after a while, it was more so a lot about you, like Alyssa, and wanting to keep you safe. Huh?
On the live feeds or on the show?
On the live feeds, on the show, it was very apparent that they wanted like. I think a lot of what could have broken up. I mean, Busy, tell me, and fans who are on the chat, tell me if you think this is correct, if you agree or disagree on this. But it seemed like he wanted you. A lot of the cookouts arguments and what could have potentially broken them up would have been you. You. It was you. Like you were the piece that was about to break them. I mean, there were little pieces before that. Obviously, Tiffany kind of trying to flip votes, the Christian vote, like her wanting to keep Christian, her wanting to do like, there's always those little things. But at the very end, it was always like, you were always going to be 7th. Like you were kind of like the, the honorary 7th, the cookout member. That's the person that they wanted.
I thought you were
when things weren't looking that way, there was a lot of fights in between the cookout as to why, and it was more so how X was fighting for you to be 7777.
I haven't seen it, but I did hear that he was really fighting for me to get to the 7th. Which
a lot of people, feeds didn't leave out all that much, but it was like X would have taken Tiff out before if he could have. He wanted you to take her out.
I don't know if he would have though.
Whether or not, see, and that's the thing. The thing is that they all were very, very vocal in their live feeds.
Right.
So if you ever have a chance to like look at really like live feed conversations, although some of them are very gruesomely long. Kylan, like they're very long. They're just we felt really bad for you all having to go through.
I love
these.
Island, but thank you.
I think that a lot of people have a love-hate relationship with Kylan. He seems to be a nice guy, but like the conversations were a little bit long. But that was just kind of like maybe the overall maybe consensus that had he was planning on throwing that HOH if you could have won it and then taken someone out.
I've been like watching little by little, but again, like getting used to like the real world. I'm still adjusting. So I haven't seen much of that. I am me and X actually are going to be calling each other later tonight. So I'll ask him.
Oh, that'll be an interesting. Yeah. This is so interesting. We're talking to you. Sarah Beth was like, I'm not going to say that because I'm going to talk to Kylan later on.
Everybody's
and I was like,
having their calls.
I just don't know because I haven't talked about the game with him. Like we talked a little bit. We were in LA for a little bit and stuff like that, but I haven't talked with him about like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and you guys were living your lives. You guys, you got to meet a couple of my house guests, fellow house guests. You met Sis, you met Tommy,
yes,
Holly.
I met JC.
You met Todrick.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Did you end up going to his house too before you left? Or
we went right after finale, and then
Oh yeah, that's where the party was. I forgot.
Yeah, we all got an Airbnb all together too, and then I left Saturday.
Yes.
It was
you left
fun.
with Buddy.
It was fun.
I love it. So, yeah, if people like, hey, man, people, are you planning to still watch the show like after this? Are you still? Huh? You don't know yet?
No, yet. I've been asking past players too. A lot of people said they haven't watched their season. People said they have. People said that they stopped watching Big Brother because of their season. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it yet. I get really awkward in like watching me on camera. I just find my voice and everything cringy. So I did watch the first 3 weeks. But I don't know.
How did that make you feel?
Seeing myself on TV? It doesn't feel like it's real. Like the fact that I was in that house and I'm never gonna go back. It's like weird. Like it's so weird. It's very overwhelming for sure. But I think I might watch maybe like bits and parts.
Yeah, it took me close to 6 to 7 months for me to watch my season. But I was telling Sarah Beth too, like someone like Rockstar, as she was the season before me, so that'd be 3rd year. Like she just finished her season like a couple months ago, so she hadn't watched in like almost 3 years.
Right. I think I eventually will. It's just right now I'm probably not going to.
And you're not curious because yours is kind of one of the best seasons. So if you're gonna watch a season, it would be yours, but you lived it.
A lot of people love our cast, which is so awesome to hear. So. Except for Busy, except for me. Busy liked everyone but me.
Girl, it wasn't I did not like you. It was like, oh my God, Alyssa is still here. But now I'm a stand.
So yeah, don't. She's gonna mess with you now. She's gonna mess with you the whole
she's gonna punch me in the face. I'm gonna stay away from Florida.
Yeah. So, we only have a few more minutes before we wrap up. I know that there was a lot of people who had been asking questions, but we can't get to all of them. So we definitely would love to have you back if you are ever inclined to do so. We're also going to be recapping Celebrity Big Brother. So that if you're watching other seasons, I feel like watching other seasons actually helped me. Watching your season really helped me kind of get through my own shit, to be quite honest. And it's been 2 years. So I know it's very therapeutic, but if you ever have any questions, if you, be like, hey girl, you wanted to I am here for you, girl. We'll exchange numbers. And for real, because it takes yeah. And you'll be talking about it forever and your friends are going to get sick of it. I promise. They will. And there's, I don't know why, but it's just something that naturally comes up all the time. And not a lot of people can understand it unless they're super live live feeders,
Right.
or or it's your own people, from your season, or it's other people from different seasons, just to kind of be like, hey, let me make sure I'm not going crazy, right? Like,
Yeah,
this is still a good
I have
feeling.
talked to some past players as well because they can relate. So it's really cool that like now it's like a one big family, and I can like reach out to them as well. And
Yes.
I reach out to some people and they explained exactly how I'm feeling, and I was like, yes, that is how.
Oh,
So
yeah.
It's I don't know, it's really inexplainable to some, I feel.
Mhm.
But the last one, which a lot of people have been asking, and now it's like, it's not what we're here for, but I want you to kind of clear the air. Status with Christian.
I knew you were gonna ask it. You're gonna go with
we couldn't ask just to clear the air. You don't have to say, I'm not going to ask you any personal in deep questions. We've talked to Christian here on the show. I know he was waiting for you to come out. Like, he said he was going to be watching the show with you. He was waiting to watch the show with you for a couple of episodes. Anything that you would like to clear the air about?
We are friends. He did still come with me to Florida, and we did watch the first 3 weeks together before he left, and we had a really good time. He had to meet all my friends and everything, but right now I'm just still very overwhelmed and like getting used to my real life. So we still talk every day, but we are friends.
Yeah, see? Now everybody can stop asking.
Yes. Everyone thought his Twitter was hacked, I guess. It wasn't.
Well, we did see some of those lives, and I was just like, I love how she like, but the way you say things, I love it, because the way you say things, it's like very matter of fact, and in ways it could hurt someone's feelings, but I know that you don't mean it that way. But it just like, but it's the reality. This is not,
us like not dating helped so much, because I was able to not have that pressure of that.
Yes.
And be able to have fun. And when he came to Florida, we had so much fun. So it was better for sure.
Yes, that makes so much. There's not a lot of people that are happy with this, obviously.
Oh, y'all get over it.
Yes, we will.
Sorry.
Yes. If you got asked to do All Stars, would you do it?
I would, yes. I would.
Ooh, I'll pay attention to you this time.
Or a returning season?
I would like to prove people wrong.
Absolutely.
I would like to play the game I wanted to play and not be nominated week 1 because of another guy. So I would like to be able to play the game I wanted to play and not have to lay low and keep my mouth shut. So
he wouldn't be there. So
yeah, I mean, you never know either. I mean, they're notorious for be like, you're like, damn it, I got to do this again.
I mean, Christian and I agreed that we did not help each other's game at all. So we both agree. We both said before he left, him leaving is going to help my game. We've expressed this. So I do know that was probably my downfall of my game.
I don't know if there was a necessary downfall to your game, boo. I think it was kind of written. It's like one of those things that were just written. You could have done absolutely anything, and this alliance would have just trumped it.
In the jury, we went through so many hypotheticals, and we were just like, no matter what, they would have crushed it.
It would have been here.
Yeah, it would have been, that would have trumped anything. And it was
the last one out of them, so
you did something right, you did something right. You at least aligned with the right person, because you aligned with the winner, and did that, and
I know.
So
I am honored to be the winner's pawn. So
winner's pawn, I love that. Is that in your bio?
No, my bio is the winner of the losers.
The winner of the losers. That was a good one too.
I love her now.
I am proud to say I am the pawn of the winner.
Yes, I love that. Well, you are welcome here at any point in time. If you ever want to be like, oh, I watched this episode or this season or whatever, or even later on, because we're constantly always finding out different things and wanting to have chats. So you are more than welcome. to
Yeah,
have us
I
to be
definitely
on.
want to like hear what people think about week 1 because I did watch it on the show and they showed 5% of what happened.
Yes, we were also told that.
Yes, it was crazy.
We
So,
and we saw all your first week feeds, and I agree with you. Like usually first weeks are so very hard
yeah.
to capture because they're trying to go with like what's the common theme here.
Mhm.
So yeah, to me, I watched my whole season and I was like, this is not the house I lived in. You
Yes,
know,
I was watching and they show 5% of what goes on. Like the week with Brent, they did not show a lot of what everything, like all the times that he was waking me up to talk to me about it, and I had to lie to him over and over and over again. I felt horrible, but they didn't.
well, we saw that on the feeds. We definitely saw that on the feeds. So it was a little bit of both. But I don't know, like who knows? Maybe for those people who want to like rewatch the season, who knows if we'll like go back on do one of
Oh
those
my God,
editors.
that would be good. We could go
Those
back and watch it
editors
together, and I could
watch
tell
it
Alyssa,
together and be like,
this
see,
is
that's
why.
what didn't happen. That didn't happen. That's kind of weird. That didn't make sense,
Yeah.
you know, because it's always the Clays.
All right, just 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know. We want to stay with you for so much longer. Don't
We
go
could do it
anywhere,
forever.
Alyssa. For those of you who don't already, click like, subscribe, click to receive the notifications. We are actually hopping off of this live and we're going on a different link. So go back on the YouTube. So we're going to be interviewing Claire. Yeah, I would love to also have like one where there's a group of you all together because I love like.
Tell Claire I said hi, Miss Claire.
Yes, I will. I'll send you her your love. There you go.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Alyssa.
Thank you so much, and
I'm a new
everybody.
stan.
Yes, you have definitely plenty of different or new stands here. So we will see you all in a few. Go to the next link. Bye, everybody.